As I was scrolling this morning, sitting in my house in Zurich, I came across an article with the headline something like, "The extreme right in Switzerland wants to force Swiss families to have more kids." In other words, they want to force women to have more kids. This is in direct correlation to the discussion happening about immigration in Switzerland, population growth or capping the population, and the declining birth rate, because there will be very real consequences felt in society from this declining birth rate. It's not just Switzerland, it's happening all over the world. The go-to solution that a lot of governments think, and not all governments, but a lot of times what I hear politicians say is like, oh, compensate people for having a kid, like give them an extra $500 or 200 Swiss francs a month for like baby stuff. And this is not even addressing just even a little bit of the problem. And if you want to look at it in a very real way where families actually think about it, this is what's going on in the minds of women and in the minds of families. So in Switzerland, there's a 14-week maternity leave, which is about 3 months. And if you've had a baby, you know that your 3-month-old baby is still a blob and still thinks they're a part of you. There is also this silent expectation in the workforce that women will leave once they have children. Because of this 14-week maternity leave, a lot of women do choose to take more time. This combined with how expensive childcare is, if there's a gap in the resume, also losing that 1 to 2 year period of income, which means you're losing your pension and investments and that compounding factor. Unfortunately, even if women can get back into the workforce, they usually start at a lower position or the same position. But you're losing that ability to promotions and to really making a difference in your household income. When we talk about the gender pay gap or the gender wealth gap, I always point to how we treat and value mothers in society, because the pay gap is directly correlated to companies, corporations, billionaires thinking how they can maximize value and them thinking, hey, mothers aren't valuable, and so we should not prioritize them, not promote them, not pay them as much because they're going to be taking that gap, supposedly. Not even all women do this, and less are doing this. So if I were politicians or governments, I would start to think how I can address these biases. Can I give equal paternity, maternity leave? I know it's not simple, but offering families an extra 500 Swiss francs or what have you is not going to cut it.